So I've got a change bowl. I put my change, keys, and wallet in at the end of the night. Do you have one? If not, you need one. Chances are all your male friends don't have one. They need one for Christmas. So this is a great project for us to turn today. Hi y'all, I'm Mike Peace. Welcome to my shop. I'm here to share with you tips, tricks, and techniques to help you become a better wood turner. So if that's what you're interested in, please subscribe. Okay, first thing we're going to do is use a woodworm screw, and we're going to carefully place the flats, not the round, against the glides so it'll lock it in place. And then we're going to pull it forward. And go ahead and tighten it 2 places.
And I had a little candle paraffin on the screws. Makes it a lot easier to thread things on and off.
Alright, I'm turning this at a slow speed, 75, pushing it on there. And I'll quit before it gets close. Now I'm going to put on the lock, spindle lock, and tighten it. Because otherwise it's going to keep on tightening. Alright, now I'm going to bring up the tailstock support. Now everybody asks, how high do you place the tool rest? You place the tool rest so you can cut on center. We're going to turn that and make sure it comes around.
I use a combination of pull cuts and push cuts to try to flatten the bottom of this bowl before I start shaping the wall. Here I start shaping the wall with push cut. Once you get some of the roughness out, you can take a continual pass. Without lifting the tool, you'll get a smoother cut. Every time you lift and apply the tool again to the surface, you tend to get a tool mark.
Got a big gap there. I think I'm going to go ahead and start the filling process. I'm going to put in some, pack it with some dust. A little shellac, ready to finish on each side, so it's not likely to stain when sand it in. We're going to go in about a 1/4 of an inch. I'm going to use a small bowl gouge to remove some of that bulk. 3/4 of an inch, maybe 3/32. Yeah. I use the dovetail tool. I have a video, link to a video on this, Nancy. Flattening the bottom a little bit more. Looks like I've still got some, wasn't completely flat. And then I think I'll just put a few decorative grooves in there and use that point tool, 3-sided, and just come in there and just put some decorative grooves in there. Got a couple of tool marks here to get rid of. Particular spots. Now you want at least a 1/2 inch, preferably 3/4 of an inch, between here and the wall. And I press down in the middle. Snug it up. Bring up stock again. Okay. Alright, I'm going to profile this edge, bending it back a little bit. Just soften that edge a little bit so I accidentally bump it. And that gives me the profile I'm looking for, pretty much. Okay, now we'll pick up the cut. I'm going to leave the tailstock in there for just a little bit as I come in and haul a little bit from the edge. this out of the way. Got a ways to go. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and take off its tailstock. I would not normally use tailstock support for a bowl this size, but this red oak has been pretty gnarly, so. Alright, we're going to go straight down. The bevel, slowly rotate the handle. Sand up. I'm just going to clean up a little bit with a negative rake scraper. Light, very light touch. It's a finishing tool. Just smoothing out the tool mark. Obviously I got some grain swirling everywhere. I got a little bit of a ingrained branch coming out there. I'm going to touch that up a little bit. Turn the lathe down. And I'm happy with that. Got a little bit of ingrain there in the middle. Alright, now I got it sanded. I've got a nice smooth surface here on the rim. I think I want to put a couple of beads there. I come in there with this pyramid tool. Get speed up a little bit. I think that may be enough. Just fold it where it makes a nice tight edge. Put it in there. Slow the lathe down a little bit, sanding. Spin it back and forth over those rounded edges. I think that looks good. Nice man's change bowl. Reach in there. Got a nice over shadow line. Makes it undercut rims. What I'm trying to say. Okay. Not going too fast, about 400, 500. Keep it moving. Alright, now we're going to go back to using a little bit of that sanding lubricant. Freshen that, sanding abrasive, I mean. Put a little more of that in here. Okay, I can see feel a little crack right here. So We're going to set this down parallel so it doesn't drip so far. I've put a little wax sanding lubricant so it should not stain, but we want to just, this is the same crack we filled on the other side. Just want to get just a little bit of thin CA in there. And then we're going to get some dust. And just put it in there. And that should allow us to build up a little bit of a kind of a slurry. Put it in there. We'll give it just a moment. Probably hit it with accelerant, but I want to do a little bit of, want to do a little sanding. Get the slurry down in there, down in that crack. I hope I motivated you to get out in your shop and turn a change bowl. You can make them thicker, taller, thinner, embellish it, dye it, whatever. Just make one and enjoy it. If you're interested in more bowl turning videos, I've got a playlist of over 20 videos that you might find helpful if you're new to bowl turning. Y'all stay safe and come on back here.